It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Vault City, and this is a bottle of their pineapple upside down cake. Modern sour beer at 8% ABV. This is a 375 milliliter bottle. There's the bottle cap. It was kindly sent to me by the guys at Rita's Pantry. I seen the guys, I just come back from Ciba X. I seen the guys wandering about at Ciba X, the Vault City guys. With their Vault, you could see the kind of, they had that kind of branding on their t-shirts. Nosing about, looking at beer kit and what to buy and chatting with people and drinking with people. Yeah, it was nice to see them there. So without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Woo! Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Wow. You want to see what I'm seeing? Can you see that in the neck of the bottle? It looks like cake. It's 8% ABV. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to turn it to get all of that, what could very be, it could be kind of yeasty kind of sediment that they may want in the beer. My goodness me, look at this. Going to give the bottle a bit of a whirl round. Get the rest of the beer in the glass. Oh, look at this. Thick, creamy, juicy stuff. Right, beer in the glass. 2 finger white head, hazy as you like. Probably got a ton of fresh pineapple juice in it. Interesting, because I'm drinking a Vault City beer now, and I've had a couple of comments from people saying, when are you going to drink the new Vault City beers in Tesco? I've had a few of the Vault City beers, and I'm worried. I'm a little bit worried, to be honest, in my kind of beer drinking habits. I'm a little bit worried that I've gone back to drinking more traditional beer and not buying beers like these kind of heavily fruited beers. I want to go into this beer review completely open-minded, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll leave my opinions and my thoughts for later on. Some people will say in the comments already, you're probably already typing it, he's already made his mind up, you know, but I always give a beer a chance. I always do. Thick pineapple looking brew, lots of lumps and bumps and chunks in the bottom. Let's get the aroma. Just, it smells, it's got the aroma of it's a cake. It's a cake. It's, do you know when you're kind of making the crust, the pastry, like a pastry topped cake with fruit on the top? It's almost like one of those little fruit tarts. You know the little fruit tarts with the fruit on the top, and it's like pastry tart. You buy the little kind of, I don't think you see them so much anymore, but a fruit tart cake. Crumble. It smells like apple crumble or pineapple, apple kind of crumble aromas on the beer. Modern sour beer, they've called it. Modern. They've used the word modern. I don't know. I'm going to dive in, just get into it, see how it goes, isn't it? Oh, it's flipping delicious. I was so apprehensive. I was so like, oh God, it smells like apple crumble. Oh, pineapple apple crumble. It's, take it all back. Take it all back. It's blooming delicious. Stone the crows. Oh, that's bonkers. That's bonkers. It's got a little kind of fizzle of carbonation that kind of just under kind of, it's like an undercurrent of little bits of carbonation that pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. It is so thick. It is so creamy. Never would you think this is an 8% ABV beer. I'm still not sure on the nose. Every time I go to drink it, I'm like, pulling it away from my nose. I don't like apple crumble. I don't like all of that. I just don't like, just through being a kid, I can't get apple crumble out of my head. It's pineapple. It's not apple crumble, it's pineapple. But I've got almost like a fixation now of traditional horrible lumps of apple in a pie, and I hate, if I meet anyone and you want to make me pull a weird face, pull out an apple pie and put it under my nose, and you get me doing that. And it's exactly what I'm doing with this beer. I'm kind of like, I'm putting it to my nose and I'm like, but I'm drinking it and it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. Look at the lacing on the glass. Look at all that kind of pineapple puree all over the glass here. Yeah, it's bonkersly good. There's touches of vanilla in there. The body's good. It could probably do with being a little bit more sour. It's using a lot of the pineapple sharpness as the sourness. If I could be slightly critical of the beer, then it needs to be a touch more sour. It needs to make me go, oh God, that's sour. But that's a very small criticism. It really is. I know I've had a couple of Vault City beers. I've liked them. I've had a couple of other Vault City beers where I've been like, what is that? What is that? And it's probably the reason why the guys at Zebra X Vault City didn't speak to me. They kind of like just looked at me with funny eyebrows and then kind of carried on with their business. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm only telling you guys, people who are watching, I'm only telling YouTube what I personally think of the beer. That's fine if they don't like that very much. I get it, because they've invested a lot of money in their brewery and they've invested a lot of money in what they wanted to do in that kind of crazy fruited sour world. So I suppose I'm always going to have a slightly strange relationship with Vault City, because there's going to be beers I absolutely love from them, and there's going to be beers that I'm going to go, what is that? What is that? And just not like it. On this occasion, I really, really, really like this beer. It's a Stone the Crows beer. It's terrific. Mel's going to love that. I'm going to take that to Mel. She's going to love that. Malted barley, gluten, wheat, oats, pineapple, hops, yeast. Turn that crown upside down. You're juiced in time to try a sour beer inspired by a retro classic. Pineapple upside down cake has stood the test of time as a family favourite, and we hope our version will too. This beer is juicy and sweet. It's bursting with tropical flavours of fresh pineapple and cake batter, which perfectly complement the tart acidity of our sour-based beer. More scrumptious with every mouthful. Portobello in Edinburgh. Isn't it bonkers? You know, I was in Edinburgh a few years ago and brewed a beer with Top Out Brewery. These guys, I don't even think these guys existed. And it's funny because it's funny how some breweries have that magic dust where they just hit the ascendancy straight away. Everybody kind of knows about their beers and they just can't do no wrong. And then there's other breweries who brew terrific beer and they just can't get the same traction. Isn't it funny? And I think it's social media. I think if you've got a really good social media plan of attack, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, then you've got a really good chance. As long as you're brewing great beer at the same time. There's no point if you're not brewing great beer. But you've got a great chance of kind of hitting the ground running. And I think that's what they've done. They've really thought about what they wanted to do. Their sour beer, their fruited sour beers. I hadn't heard of Vault City probably up until about 18 months ago. Never heard of them. And all of a sudden now they're all over Tesco's and everybody's talking about Vault City. And they're just one of those breweries that they just have that stardust. They just have that kind of magic stardust where they kind of just magically kind of grow. 8% ABV. Interesting beer. I'm gonna rate it. I mean, look at the sediment on the side of the glass. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Let's rate it. Creamy, rich mouthfeel. Just, wow. Insane beer. I don't know. I'm still kind of. I really like this one. It's a Stone the Crows beer for me. But every time I get a fruited sour beer, I'm kind of like, I'm always on the back foot. I'm always apprehensive. I'm never quite comfortable. Maybe I'm just traditional. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a traditional old fart. But I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.